Welcome to Mornings with Michael. This is the evening edition. We had a pretty busy day, so we had an outing with Alignable, our friends in San Leandro today. So that is our story. We're going to quickly go over to our word of the day. We're going to have a shortened version of our show, mainly just highlights. So our word of the day is right next door here. Betwixt is our word of the day. You often hear people saying betwixt or between. Betwixt is an adverb in the space separating two people or things in between. So that is that. Let's go over to our heat map, see how things finish for the day. Tesla was a big shining star today. Some of the financials rose. Healthcare got a nice bounce. Utilities bounced as well. Industrials and some of the consumer defensive popped back. So that is how that was working. We're going to go over to our crypto market. I said in the beginning to middle of the week that I thought Ethereum was going to go on a tear. Well, it has definitely done that. Just share here was at 2,500 at that point in the week when I mentioned that, and it has gone all the way up to 33.90, and it is pulling back right now a little bit. And Bitcoin was up near over 119 earlier today, and it has been pulling back. The later it goes in the day was 118 something earlier, and now it's under 118 again. So whether or not we've hit a interim peak or not, that is a question. So that is what is happening with crypto. Here's a look at our treasury indexes. The 10-year is trading right about 4.5%. We'll take a look at the 20-year. 20-year is at 3.76%. Take a look at the VIX. The VIX popped up here, filled this gap over here. 100% of gaps fill on the VIX and is pulling back. A lot of people are thinking that it's going to fill this other one in a moment or two. We'll see, as people are predicting volatility is going to pick up. The NASDAQ sold off. There was some news that the president was going to fire Chairman Powell, and he said that was not true. So the market bounced back shortly after that. Here is equal weight in the NASDAQ. Bounces off of its 20-day moving average, up 0.18%. S&P 500 got close to the 20-day moving average and is bouncing. Both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 are still in a power trend. Power trend, generally stocks go on a pretty nice rally during a power trend. That's when The 50-day is above the 200. The 20-day is sloping above the 50-day, and the 10-day is sloping above the 20-day. Here's the equal weight in the S&P 500. It's bouncing back. Sold off below the 20-day and it got above it. IWM, the Russell small cap shares sold below the 20-day and bounced to get above it, up 1% today. And finally, the Dow Jones bounces off the 20-day. We're not going to look at our sub-indexes today. We're pressed for time. We'll see where the big money was flowing. ACHR Aviation does bounce up. We're going to take a look at that one. That ETF just keeps rising and rising. This has been one of the strongest leaders there. Can look at JOBY Aviation. Just keeps taking off straight up in the air like a rocket. Wouldn't recommend investing at this point, as it is very well extended. Show another one in quantum computing that we have in our portfolio that also I wouldn't invest here. But it took off, said it reduced the errors in the quantum computing program in their gates. So people got excited and had a big investment in Rigetti today, and it just takes off up 30%. Ferrari looks like it's getting ready to break out. Big cup with handle here. Look at that nice big blue tower of volume, up 3.73%. Belden, I believe this is an Illinois-based company, Signal Transmission Solution Enterprise Solutions. Had a nice move today, pretty good volume here, up 4.63%. And I'm going to look at another of the sub-indexes. Got a nice move in infrastructure and road. In the infrastructure play, got a pretty good move there. The volume didn't really show up here, but it does look like the volume has been increasing. And the relative strength line is rising. BlackRock gets up to its 10-day moving average. Nice move, 3.45%. Likewise, Blackstone kind of clears this area around the 200-day moving average. To take a look at uranium, that index. Got a nice move today. CCJ is a big play in uranium. The little play in uranium is Denison Mines. Got a huge price move today, pretty good volume, up 8.56%. And this one has a lot of money moving into it as well, engaged in exploration mining of uranium properties, Colorado, Utah, Arizona, Wyoming, and New Mexico. If you like Formula One, this might be the view. It doesn't want to come up for me right at the moment. Enter it over here. We're going to pause for a moment, see if we can get our internet to function again. We are back. We had a little freezing action in our Zoom application here today, but race is racing ahead with Ferrari. If you like your Formula One, this may be your stock for you. And we will see if one more is Jacobs Solutions in the engineering field, technical, professional, and construction services. Got a nice, really nice volume right here, up 3%. And with that, we're going to head over to our quote of the day. So our quote of the day, let me share this with you. So if you want to jot it down, you can do so. Quote of the day comes from Jim Rohn. If you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Jim Rohn was a teacher, motivational speaker, and sometimes comedian. So that is our show for today. Thanks for joining in. Hope everybody has a great evening and go out there and make a difference for somebody's life.